All right, we'll start off with an opening statement from Coach Glidden talking about how camp's been so far, and then we'll open up to questions. Coach Glidden?
Yeah, appreciate y'all for having me. Love camp so far. Love this group of guys I'm working with, man. These the wideouts, they are competing every single day. Couldn't be happy of them for that. That's the one thing I ask from them every single day. So, man, it's been a camp. It's been it's been one where guys are having to come to work every single day. It's been hot. It's been hot. We've had some moisture, some humidity to deal with. So you get to see some adversity, see who's going to fight through some adversity. The guys are going to battle through some tough times. And so excited about this group of guys that we have. I really, really am excited about it.
Frank and then Evan.
Hey, Coach, how are you doing today?
Doing well. Appreciate it.
I know Ivory, he's taking a more vocal role. You got Calvin there, who's also bringing the younger guys along. How beneficial is it to know that you've got guys who can kind of be that coach in the locker room for you in that receiver group?
It always helps. It always helps. It doesn't matter what sport it is. You're a first-year coach or a 50-year vet coach. Having the veterans in the room, the guys that will speak up and hold other guys accountable is a big, big deal because it takes a lot off you as a coach. You don't always got to be the bad guy in a sense. All right. So having those guys, and it's funny you mentioned those two between Cal and Javon. The two different type of people and personalities that they are is really interesting because it really, really molds well in our room. Javon obviously hasn't been around as long as Calvin, but Javon's not afraid to speak up at any time, anywhere, and he's not going to back down to anybody at any time. And then as far as the experience factor goes and kind of the detail factor goes of Calvin's his leadership with that. But again, the expertise, the experience that he brings to the table is really, really good because the young guys, they truly look up to him. And at the same time with Javon, they look up to him in the sense that everybody in this team knows what he battled through last year with some of the injuries that he battled through, and he played the whole year and missed, I don't know if he missed any time, right? So you got to give Javon credit for that. Obviously, Cal and the season that he put up after, really no expectations. And so having those guys step up in the way that they did and now leading the way they are makes my life a whole lot easier.
And how have you seen the communication between your receiver group and their quarterbacks working hand in hand?
It's good. They're going to work, man. They communicate well in the sense of the ways you want them to. So there's not the bickering. Well, why do you throw it here? Why do you throw it there? It's if something is miscommunicated, if something doesn't go right or go well, everything is, don't worry about it. We'll get it on the next play, or we'll get it when we come to the sideline. We'll talk about it, or we'll get it when we get into the film room. Right. So those guys the positivity between them is extremely encouraging, and we need that to continue to go and continue to grow. But as a coaching staff, you got to love to see that stuff because, your guys are willing to work with each other and know that mistakes are going to happen on both sides. They happen every single day, every single series, every single play, on most mistakes. And we obviously do our best to eliminate those. But if players can accept those and accept them from one another and then find ways to move on, that's when you got a group of guys that'll really grow together and excel.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Evan, fire away.
All right, David. So I guess with some of the young guys coming up, we know Javon really stepped up last year in a big way. Who are some of the young guys that you think are kind of getting in that rotation mix that are really kind of impressing right away?
You mean other than me?
Sure.
I'm just playing.
30 under 30, I should say.
No. Sometimes I gotta step out there and show them how to run a route. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm just playing. Man, we got a handful of young guys that I'm extremely proud about how they're competing. I could go on and do a list of names. I don't want to, but I really don't want to forget anybody in a sense and leave anybody out. But the guys are going to have to compete. So if you just start from the top down, and it's cool because I still look at Cal as a youngster, even though he's an old vet. So between Cal, Javon, and you guys got coming up like Gabe, and now you got Guy Matthew and Cam Wright. All right, Kobe Drake's a guy that stepped up and made plays. All right, every now you see guys like Jeremy Tato flash. You see guys like Rocco flash. You'll see guys like Diego will flash. So, Markel Jones will flash, coming back healthy now. So who is it? I don't know. The message on day one of camp, or really the night before camp started, was go out there and compete because everything you do is an evaluation. And at the end of the day and at the end of camp, right, there's going to be decisions that have to be made. And they decide that a lot more than we do. All right. The eye in the sky, the tape is who you are. So whether it's good or bad or what you put on tape, a mistake, mistakes happen. I just got done talking about that. But I'm going to watch for a lot more on how you respond to your mistakes and go out. What are you going to do the very next play? Did you just get mad because coach got onto you? Did you just get mad because you had MA on the last play? Did you just get mad because you didn't block the way you were supposed to, or a defensive guy got you, whatever it would be, right? How are you going to respond to the next play? And so that the young group of guys, whoever it's going to be, that's the message. And so I got to continue to push those guys, that long list of names that we said. There's probably some that I mentioned. I don't even remember who all I mentioned now, but there is a full rotation going on and still a lot of competition.
You mentioned Gabe, and I know that we had heard that he was, working with some of the running backs. Is he a wide receiver now? Gabe
does. If you know Gabe at all, Gabe's an athlete. So Gabe, we're going to handball to Gabe. We're going to throw the ball to Gabe. We're going to put him at quarterback. We're going to put him everywhere, blah, 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 blah. That's just me saying stuff. Don't take that to heart, obviously. All right. We'll put him on front line on KOR. He's going to go block punts. Like Gabe's one of the best athletes I've ever seen in my life. And so I tell him that, and that's a bold statement, obviously, but been around some good ones in my day, but Gabe is a special, special kid, man. He's a special person. And his talent is a unique ability, I guess you would say. And so, I don't know, you might see Gabe playing defensive end this year. There's no telling we're going to see Gabe. You might as well just put an S on his chest.
So he's kind of almost like in that Pollard Gainwell kind of mode, would you say?
I mean, there's guys that'll, sure, if you want to put them in that category, those are some really good players.
Not saying that he's Pollard or Kenny, but just saying like similar to that hybrid.
You know how we use them around here, man.
Thanks, David.
Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff, though. Yeah, Gabe's awesome, man. I love that kid.
All right, wrap us up, Frank.
Hey, speaking of young guys, I got to ask you, being on the 247 Sports list of 30 under 30, what were your initial reactions to that?
Social media. I don't really believe in social media, to be honest. I mean, I have it, and you got to have it. Like, I was kind of taught early on, if you believe what's being said on social media, you got a false reality, and you got a lot of self-deception going on in your head. So if you're looking at that stuff too much, then who am I? I fall into the trap that every other young person in this world, and I guess not even young people, old people getting in that world too now. So no, it's cool to be recognized for stuff. Like my family and everybody hits me up. I really had no idea. People start texting me, and it's cool. I mean, that's a good honor to have, but I haven't done a dang thing in this profession yet. So I got a long way to go. I got a lot of things to prove, man. As long as my guys go out there and have fun, and hopefully they know I love them, then we'll be just fine.
All right. Sounds good.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.
Thanks, guys. You have a good one.